Hi, this is Adrian Knight, the CTE coordinator at Region 7 Education Service Center. And if you are viewing this video, then you have gotten a link in an email, and it is related to purchases that you can make through our CTE SSA program. We're trying a little different system this year to help us keep this better organized than it was last year, and therefore help us to get these orders placed and the items received and then distributed back to you in the districts in a more timely fashion. So when you open up the link to the Google spreadsheet, you should see something like this on the very first page where it says CTE purchases. You'll notice that we are asking that you get the form completed and the information sent back to us by September 28th, so that way we can go ahead and begin processing the orders. The other thing I want to call your attention to are the various tabs down here at the bottom, and we will be taking a look at those one at a time. But you see right here on the first one, we do want the district information, so the district name, telephone number, and then whoever will be the CTE SSA contact. You can certainly list more than one person there if there will be multiple people in your district who are authorized to make decisions, or if we have a question about particular purchases, we can get in touch with them. Going back to the bottom down here, the different tabs, we'll click on the Purchases tab, and you see a couple of examples right up here at the top. What we have done is gone in, and in this first column under Vendor, we have listed all of the vendors that are currently in the approved vendor list for Region 7. So hopefully this will help speed up some of the orders also. So you see these are vendors that our CTE SSA members used last year, so you can choose one of them. So if you want to click, for instance, if you were going to do Certiport, if you we're going to use a vendor whose name is not on the list, you would click Other and then come over here, and in this column where it says Other Vendor Name, you would enter their name. And then of course come in here, put in the item number or description, item name or description, and then come over, include the item number, the quantity, what that price is, and then it should total out for you. So as you go through there and fill that out, remember that you are starting out with $3,000, and if we end up through reallocation or possibly getting some other CTE money into the SSA throughout the school year, we will send out notices if we find that we do have some additional funds that can be spent on Perkins type items for your district. So anyhow, you just go through and you'll notice down here, it will give you a total so you can keep track of all of your CTE purchases. But that's how you will enter those. If you need some information, especially on the Certiport, actually, the Certiport pricing is the very last tab down here, and you see the items that were purchased most frequently last year. The test voucher, the individual test voucher. These do not have a retake option with them. We are only purchasing just a regular test voucher this year. A testing site license, the G-Metrics, which is the practice tests for your Microsoft Office certification exams. You have the site license, that 30-seat license, the 10-seat license. Each of these seats will have 100 users that can be assigned to it. So this 10-seat license, you can actually have 100 users in the system. So that may be something you want to keep in mind as you're considering which of these you may want to purchase. And it depends on how many kiddos you have. What I've seen some districts do is that these 10-seat license, when they get that code number for each seat, they may have 10 computers that they use strictly for G-Metrics practice in their labs, and each number, each seat is assigned to one of those computers. There are several different ways you can operate that, but that might be one option. So again, you end up with 100 users here. The 30-seat license would give you 300 users. Down here, the MOS Jasper Active, that is actually a curriculum along with the Geometrics practice exams. So if you have a teacher that is looking for um, some curriculum materials to go with a business information management, your BIM 1 or BIM 2 courses, you may want to Google Jasper Active and do some exploring with that. Those are the costs associated with that. We do have Adobe test vouchers and also a classroom license. Those are the prices that we're working with this year. Your Certiport contact information, again, we just want to make sure that we have contact information for your district, who will be administering the exams. Remember, Region 7 does not have a testing center any longer, so you will need to get set up as a Certiport testing site. It does not cost anything to get set up as a Certiport testing center, and we can certainly assist you with that. I'll be more than happy to come out and help you get set up as that Certiport testing center. We can do that. Several districts did that last year, and we can certainly work with you on that. So that's just a brief overview of how you will be submitting information for your SSA purchases this year. Again, you have $3,000. We want everything in by September 28th so we can go ahead and make those purchases. If you don't get it in by September 28th, you may have to wait till closer to Christmas before we place another order. So make sure and get information for your school entered here. The next page, doing the purchases using the drop-down menu to choose the vendor. And then, of course, if you are using a vendor that is not on this list here, if you choose other, then come over here and put in their name and then all the information about that particular item. And you have a total down here at the bottom so you can keep track of how much you have spent. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give me a call. My number in the office is 903-988-6810, or you can email me at aknight@esc7.net. Thanks.